at your school, did you?
We had a small group.
The Roseville Raiders? I mean, that's going to be kind of...
We had a couple Asians. I was half Asian. I'm half Asian.
Anyways, I can make that joke, by the way, because I am Asian, just in case people don't know. Indianapolis Colts at Pittsburgh Steelers. We both have Indy on the road.
I have the Colts.
You would. Green Bay at New Orleans. Sunday night football. New Orleans in that dome, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to eat their children.
Yeah, the Packers winning too.
And Claire has Packers getting down the road as well. And last Monday night football, Washington at Dallas. Dallas is going to feast on the bones of these poor Washington Redskins. Nick, who you got?
I got the Cowboys.
Now, I've made a conscious effort trying not to say the Washington name, except I just did. I guess it kind of slips. But I also have Dallas in Survivor Pool, and I've made it this far, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they get it done on Monday night. And Week 8 picks. Claire leads by 4 games. We differ on 7. Hopefully I can make up some ground. I think it's going to happen.
I wish you the best of luck, sir.
Yep. So, Nick, closing up shop, what's going on with you? Any news, any other random musings you want to talk about?
Random musings. Well, I'm on vacation for a week, as I said earlier.
Vacation. Dun, 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 dun.
The Go-Go's. That's what he's there.
Should have been Vegas vacation, Nick.
Not yet. I'm trying to save up money to go to Vegas in November. My roommate Sam's 30th birthday, but yeah, I have bills I want to pay, and I gotta kind of be on top of that. Be a responsible adult. So
now, what sort of bills is it? Is it the monthly fee to Video Box?
My lawyer says no comment. I have normal bills like everyone else. Let's see. Well, I'm going on a road trip this week. Going down to Rochester to see a buddy of mine.
Rah, rah,
rah. Trying to head back to my alma mater, Winona State, for their homecoming, which I should probably call Tyler for that. Make sure he's cool with me hanging out there. All the hotels are booked in Winona. There's nowhere to stay in Winona.
That's like it's homecoming or something.
I know, right? And then I'm gonna watch the Vikings game live from Iowa with my friends the Kirby's.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the objective. We'll see. Kind of dealing with a sore throat right now. I'm hoping that doesn't make me miserable all week, but I don't know. I do have a good story if you have time for that.
Yeah, fire.
All right. So this last weekend, I helped my brother move. He was renting a house in Blaine, Minnesota, and he moved to Woodbury. Very lovely, but the story isn't about the move. So after the move, me, my uncle, and my cousin.
What's your brother's exact address and social security number and class schedule and list of fears?
I don't even know his middle name. Sorry. So anyway, my uncle and my cousin who helped move, I suggested, hey, let's go out to dinner. Let's go grab a few drinks. So my towny St. Paul bar story is for those who don't know, I love St. Paul. For the Twin Cities, I'm a St. Paul guy. I always go to their bars over there. It's because downtown is such a hard, difficult thing to do. I started at Shamrocks on West 7th.
Smoke Rocks.
Shamrocks.
Okay.
I had the Paul Molitor burger. If those who don't know, there's a Juicy Lucy burger stuffed with pepper jack cheese. Oh.
Paul Molitor, potential future Minnesota Twins manager, Paul Molitor.
Yeah, hopefully. That would make the games really fun.
Male.
So started off at Shamrocks. Then we went to another hole-in-the-wall bar called Tavern in the Ave.
Mm-hmm.
Tavern in the Ave. Random, if you blink, you miss it. Ran into some biker friends of my uncle's.
Now, Lance Armstrong biker or motorcycle gang?
Motorcycle
Bikers?
gang.
No.
Motorcycle gang.
No, sorry, motorcycle club.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The club. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Duh, club.
But really, gang.
It's a gang. It's a gang. It's a gang. So I had a few beers there. I was a driver, so obviously definitely against drinking and driving. So I only had one beer per place until I knew we were going to have a final place. But my uncle and cousin can throw them back. So We end up ending the night at a bar in Roseville called St. Paul, Roseville side called Gabe's, and about 2 hours in, my uncle and cousin are pretty tipsy, but obviously I was sobering up just because I'm driving, and
Gabe.
I know. So I called it a night, and I asked my cousin and uncle if they wanted me to ride. And they're like, no, it's okay. We could probably walk home. They live 2 miles away, so they're cool walking. I go out and see them the next morning. Apparently, my cousin got cut off from a bar, and my uncle had to take him out of the bar, and they had a huge argument outside the bar, and it resulted in my uncle walking home and my cousin getting home sometime 2 hours later. Doesn't remember how he got home, but made home safe. But the bar, it's hard to get cut off at a townie bar. I mean, come on.
Wait, I thought this story was going to end up with some sort of police intervention or possibly some sort of human trafficking, like Taken.
There was no human trafficking in this story. I'm sorry.
Or perhaps being abducted, like 12 Years a Slave.
No, it's 2014.
That one might be
that doesn't
too soon.
happen. That doesn't happen.
That one might be too soon.
So, if you're ever looking for a good time, I recommend townie bars. And St. Paul has a lot of cool hole-in-the-wall bars. Get a good beer, or a lousy beer, we drink McGolden Light usually, so,
Are you trying to get a townie bar sponsor for your Taylor Swift podcast that's coming up?
Yes, I would like that. Hopefully they'll give me $3 to go away. And
the Taylor Swift podcast with Nickason, brought to you by Tab on the Ab.
That would be great, but no.
And Claire messaged me a couple times. I asked her if she had any words of wisdom for the listeners since she can't make her loopy appearance. Hopefully she'll be back next week. She says to tell them that I haven't bathed since Saturday, but when I do, I'll be thinking of them. Heart emoji.
Aw.
And definitely not football because her teams stink. Yeah. Also, she went 1-4 in fantasy football in her 5 leagues that I mentioned earlier, so that also brings me joy.
Oh.
Woof.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident this hospital stay is probably a much needed break.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Her teams are probably going to lose next Sunday too, and Saturday, I guess.
Who's A&M playing?
Heck, I don't even know. Some SEC team probably.
So is she only a fan of Texas A&M? Is she not a fan of the? What? She wasn't there another Texas team that's popular down there?
So are you asking if she's a fan of the Texas Longhorns?
Yes.
That's dangerous territory, Nick.
Ooh, I'm sorry, I don't.
It's almost as bad as saying that she's a Cowboys fan. That's right. I'm sure once she hears this part, she'll give you a little bit of flack because that's like the no-fly zone list. That's like saying bomb in an airplane, saying Longhorn in front of Claire.
I love listening to Claire. I love her to death. And sorry, I don't know my difference. I don't know my difference between all the college sports and all that.
Yeah, so I just thought about this. Since Claire's like this death metal, killing your mom type music aficionado, and the whole rock on symbol of the, you know what I mean. It doesn't come over in audio, but like the pointer finger, index finger, and pinky raised, and the other two brought down. Yeah, it's the exact same symbol as the Texas Longhorns, hook 'em.
Oh, I know.
So
I know.
how does Claire justify being a rock music killing your mom aficionado while subconsciously supporting the Texas Longhorn University?
Well, I'm sure she's headbanging, nodding her head up and down. So maybe it's maybe it's kind of a push of being like anti-Longhorns.
Well, does she not do the rock on thing? Because I feel like that's rude too. It's like not putting up your lighter or cell phone during a ballad. Extreme more than words.
Yes, that specifically that ballad.
Saying I love the show, but it's over and we've got to go.
I can play that next time.
Less than words. Claire-vs-Carlson show, and I'm done singing. But we are out of here. Thanks, Nickason, for filling in for Claire while she was dying.
Thanks for having me. Claire, I hope you get well soon. Can't wait to hear you next week.
Yep, Claire died, but she'll be back next week. She is at the ClaireBear23 on the Twitter machine. Nick, what's your Twitter handle again?
Twitter handle at Nickason, all one word. Asun, A-S-U-N.
Have you decided on a name for the future Hollywood Sun podcast?
We might keep it something like that, Hollywood Sun. Just because I know the word Sun, which is obviously my Twitter name. I don't know if a lot of people get the gist that I use Sun for all my funny little twerks of my name.
Well, they'll figure it out. So
hopefully, if it doesn't sound too confusing, we'll keep it at that. Otherwise, we'll work on stuff.
They'll figure it out because, like, this week you're on vacation at Sun, and you're gonna go to Winona for homecoming at Sun, and you're gonna watch football at Sun on Sunday.
Yep. So hopefully they get it.
Easy peasy. But thanks for filling in. It was a blast, and mostly because you let me do all the talking, and that's what I've wanted since day one on the Claire-vs-Carlson show. Don't tell Claire that. I don't think she'll usually cut out like right after I started singing Extreme or right after I started making the Longhorns to rock on hand symbol gesture thing. So hopefully she didn't hear that. But I'm Andy Carlson at Purple for the Win, all spelled out, purpleftw.com, Grand Poobah, and Claire vs. Carlson Show. We are part of the Late Night Sports Radio Network, latenightsportsradio.com. And we are out of here. Have fun this week with your picks. Good luck to me, not Claire, with our picks, and have an awesome week, and we will catch you back here Tuesday night, 10/9 Central, latenightsportsradio.com. We out. Say goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye, Nick.
Bye. Bye-bye.
The music was created and produced by Deeb. To hear more of his tracks, check out soundcloud.com/Deeb.
Sexy time.
Suck on it, Trebek.
This is Sparta!